Something's going on between these two, and I don't know.
I think it is true that we are more divided and that our democracy is more unstable than any time in my lifetime, not in American history. I mean, you know, we did have like a civil war and stuff. I mean, there've been some pretty big, you know, breakdowns in the process. But I would say that the order, the system, the sets of institutions that were built after World War II and then refined over the course of subsequent generations, I think those are unstable in ways I would not have expected. I would not have expected the legitimacy of an election and the peaceful transfer of power to have been challenged. I thought that was not something that would happen today. I would not expect the politicization of the Justice Department or our military. And I don't think that's happened. I think there's been resistance, particularly in the military, to that. But the degree to which that has been encouraged.
Yes, this is what Obama said. I decided to go through the comment section to see what people are saying on social media. Nobody is buying this. Nobody is listening to this. Someone wrote, the audacity of the man who oversaw the weaponizations of federal agencies and encouraged the legitimizations of the 2016 election to now lectures on instability. The architect of the division is blaming the fire. That is what someone wrote. Another person wrote, literally, the guy that led us down this part is lecturing about division. The fact that so many people wake up to not align with his globalist worldview, or that fact that he helped create a generation with poor behavior and entitlement with many of the beliefs he exposed. This is what people are saying, replying to Barack after he actually put this out. If you notice, he went off on Trump without calling Trump's name. Yeah, if you understand what he's talking about here, that should tell you a lot. There is something he also said about the mainstream media that drew my attention. Take a look at this.
Big debate going on in my comments right now about Barack Obama. A lot of people think that Obama is the one that started the foolishness that we're experiencing right now, and he perpetuated race relations to the level that it is today. The ones who think that he didn't do anything but get elected as a black man, of course, are the liberals and the victim mentality people. And I'm here to tell you that the reality of the matter is he did cause racial division in the United States. Barack Obama is somebody who's well off. He grew up well off. He grew up in a great family. He is the cousin of Dick Cheney. Barack Obama did not experience any of the hardships of what black Americans in the ghetto may or may not have experienced. And following the statistical facts, he caused racial division. He validated white supremacy, which is not a problem in the United States. That is a Democrat talking point, which is a boogeyman, meaning it's a mythical monster that doesn't exist, but people still fear it. Then he went on to lie about the interactions between the police and the black community, deciding instead of sticking to the reality of the true interactions between black men and the police, he decided to go the way of the propaganda. What he did,
Yes, it is very impressive to see these reactions coming out. If you have been following this channel, you realize I once posted a video about this man. I was glad I came across this video. This debate, like Obama came in with this division, has been on social media for a while. When Obama said this, I went through the comment sections to actually see people's response. They were just in line with what this man said on this video. Yeah, just like this. Obama caused everything. But the way he's acting now, it is like, oh, Trump just came with a division. I don't know.
even when he came back here recently, when he addressed the black community, came out with his arms out like he one of us, like, because the black community is all about visuals instead of facts and reality. He came out like, you niggas ain't doing what y'all supposed to do. Y'all don't like women. Y'all got to get on board. What's wrong with you? Y'all trying to vote for that race? Barack Obama.
Yes, you might be wondering why I decided to attach this clip with this Megan Kelly video. It is simply because the video is centered around them, Michelle and Obama. When you take a look at what is happening now, we have been talking about this for about 2 weeks now. These issues, racial issues happening. A lot of people often point fingers to Obama. And when I look deep into all that, though I'm not fond of it, pointing fingers at people, these people instigated some of these issues.
Barack Obama, go sit your privilege at where? Go sit your privilege bullshit down somewhere. You had an opportunity to unify the United States, and that day you were not our president. And I don't think you've been our president the entire time, because you have did more for LGBT than anything.
The other day, Michelle was complaining about this Megan Kelly reacted to that video. I think I did a whole segment for people who never saw. I'm going to replay that video so you can see exactly what she said. These people actually have a problem. If you love what I'm doing here, please subscribe and always check if your notification is on, because people complain like they don't see my notifications when I post a video. Please check.
People want to control women. The first thing they do is go after our beauty.
Yes, the way we look.
The way we
course.
look.
Yep.
And that's true across the board, across the political aisle. Women feeling like they have to show up in this one Barbie doll kind of image to afford being attacked. This happens to young actresses, young women on social media. It is the habit of the culture of the world to put women in their place by attacking their physical being.
Has there ever been a more racist first lady? She's a rich. That's what we've learned about Michelle Obama. It was a slow reveal. Like, we started to learn. First, we found out she doesn't like America. And then we found out on her show she doesn't like her husband. I mean, at all. Then we started to find out she's really obsessed with herself. She's somewhat narcissistic. And then we found out she's a rich. She really can't stand white people. Every problem in her life is as a result of some white person who she imagines is judging her. Like, we're actually spending time thinking about whether her hair is curly or straight. I have news for you, Michelle. On behalf of all whites, we have better things to do. So get over yourself.
Michelle Obama saying that white people can't understand what black women go through with their hair. This is her saying it, not me. That black people can't swim is because of white people's standards for their hair, which is patently untrue. And by the way, as I've said before, look at my hair. Do you know what it takes to protect this hair when I go swimming? And I swim all the time. I have to put a mask on the hair. I have to put a swim cap on the hair. I have to get out of the pool as soon as I'm done doing my laps. I have to shampoo it in a 4-step process that isn't cheap to do. It's lengthy, but that's the cost of doing business. So Michelle, the cost of doing business to be America's first black lady is to just have a little grace and a little dignity, and stop blaming all the white women who you need to buy your book to make it a bestseller for all your problems.
You can see she's sidling up to her like newfound truth talker role. Like, she's across from that no-name interviewer, like, okay. She's turning into Kamala Harris. And I think she thinks that's going to help her. I don't know. But Michelle Obama embodies the maxim that familiarity breeds contempt.
Immediately, Megyn Kelly released these videos. She was attacked by Libras. One person wrote, "The only thing we have learned is that Megyn Kelly has a transparent, desperate need for ratings by manufacturing controversy. This isn't commentary. It is cynical, baseless race-baiting design purely for shock value and revenue." So please, I'm begging on you, never stop in supporting me, sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. I'm called Ransom, that is my name. And as of the short clips you usually see at the end, that is for the YT algorithm.
I at least don't go out and just tell lies.
But you did lie.
Who also
is that you better come at us with facts and truth.
else who's alive and decides that they want to
which is going to force the party to spend millions of dollars.
Of the party.
Over 40, he beat Hillary by 41 points.
Right.
And this ain't got nothing to do with color. This ain't got nothing to do with color. It's either God's side or Satan's side.
politic. He even get an off.
If the Democrats...
Because how many times do somebody asks?
4.
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States. If you want to serve in the American...
Give interviews, I don't
right.
do them.
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States.
Happening at the moment.
Yeah. President Obama.
is blatant censorship.
Because he says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC.
Want them to stop fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Does anybody else watch The View? Because I think there's...
I'm going to say one.
Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all like.
To have a television show.
To spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there, not
Said that he doesn't.
Dave Chappelle.
Without of interest.
I mentioned last night Trump was bragging about. Surprised to see Darth Renner.
Between now...
60 minutes for editing.